Alright, the Yugi and the Kaiba reloaded starter decks. These came out in, was it 2004? I think these came out. They were way stronger than their predecessor starter decks. And they also introduced some new cards. They made it easier to get some cards as well instead of getting them out of booster packs. And they were a little bit closer to their Battle City decks. So Season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is where you would describe these decks. So let's get into it. We're looking at it from Yugi's perspective. And alright, so Soul Taker's a new card. Magicians Unite is another one. There's Giant Soldier of Stone in defense mode. There's also Old Vindictive Magician and Dark Hole in Yugi's hand. Old Vindictive Magician is basically exactly the same as Man-Eater Bug, except it's a spellcaster instead of an insect. Alright, what has Kaiba got for his opening play? Kaiba having a bit of a think. Alright, Horus, a Black Flame Dragon, level 4. So, with that effect, if Kaiba can have that on the field for a turn, he'll be able to special summon Horus, a Black Flame Dragon, level 6 from his deck. It has decided to attack, and that will cost Kaiba 400 life points. Alright, what's Yugi got here? Silent Swordsman, level 3. Same as Horus, if Yugi has that on the field for a turn, during his next standby phase he can special summon Silent Swordsman level 5. So what's he going to go for here? Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, then your opponent gains 1000 life points. That's a good decision, because Yugi doesn't really want that level 5, or no, it'll be a level 6, that level 6 Horus, a Black Flame Dragon on the field. So Silent Swordsman level 3 will directly attack. That will take Kaiba's life points down that 1000 that he just gained from that card. And if Yugi can keep that Silent Swordsman level 3 on the field, he will be able to special summon the level 5 on the next turn. Alright, Kaiba, what's he got? Tribute to the Doomed. Discard one card, then target one monster on the field and destroy it. And Kaiba has elected for Giant Soldier of Stone. Get rid of that 2000 defense, so he would probably have another monster in his hand. And he does. It is the Battle Ox. At 1700, that's a good attacking monster that Kaiba's drawn there. There's 700 points off of Yugi. Silent Swordsman level 3 is defeated. Now, Yugi does have a few ways to take it down. If you control two or more attack position spellcaster monsters. I didn't get to read all of that, but I'm not exactly, I can't remember off the top of my head what that effect is. Alright, there's Old Vindictive Magician face down. And Yugi has drawn Dark Magic Attack. Now that, if you have a Dark Magician on the field, I think you can attack all of your opponent's monsters at the same time. I think from memory that's what the effect of that card does. There's Divine Dragon Apocryph, is that how you say that? Apocryph, yeah. Divine Dragon Apocryph to the field once per turn. You can discard one target and target one. What'd that say? I missed that as well. Old Vindictive Magician is flipped up and Divine Dragon Aquilith is destroyed. I think its effect you can target one card in your deck. I think you pull it from your deck to your hand and you have to give up another card from your hand to resolve the effect. I think that's what it was. Okay, Gemini Elf, that's a good card. That's going to be 1900 points of direct damage straight to Kaiba's life points. And end phase, alright, turn change back to Kaiba, and he will have to draw something good to get that Gemini Elf off the field at a 1900 attack. That is quite strong for a 4-star monster. Kaiba has opted for a defense. And turn change back to Yugi. Alright, there's the tricky. So by discarding one card you can special summon that from the hand, and that's a 2000 attack, which is quite strong. And Dark Magic Attack is the tributed card. Alright, Gemini Elf attacks the face down, and it was be honest, I'm not 100% sure what that card was. Again, these are some cards that I haven't seen for a very long time. I did own these decks as a kid, but it wasn't long before they became obsolete very quick, because not long after the structure decks came out. Alright, there's enemy controller. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change your battle position, or you can take control of a face-up monster for one turn. Which makes you wonder why that card's not banned, yet Change of Heart is. And a little bit of a thought process going on with Kaiba. There we go, he's changed the Tricky to defense mode. And there's Opticlops. So did Kaiba perhaps select the wrong effect by accident there? He has got the Tricky off the field though. That is a 2000 attack point monster that you... maybe that's why, because he didn't want the Tricky on the field. That's 2000 points. That is a strong card. Alright, there is Shard of Greed. So every time you draw a card from the deck, you will get a greed counter put on that, and you can remove it off the field with 2 or more of them, and you can draw another card. Or is it 2 cards you draw from it? One of those. Alright, Kaiba with a draw. Let's see what he's got in response to Gemini Elf. He'll have to do something quick because he is running out of life points. 2 cards from Shard of Greed. Okay, there's Mage Power. 500 attack and defense for each spell and trap card you control. That is a very powerful equip card. And Yugi opts to hold. He didn't equip it to Gemini Elf straight away. That was Lajin, the mystical genie that just got destroyed on Kaiba's side of the field. Alright, Kaiba has drawn. Let's see if he has anything else to defend with. Soul Exchange. That's a very, very good draw from Kaiba. What's he going to summon? Gemini Elf has been tribute summoned, and Kaiba has summoned Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6. Now with Horus you can get a level 8 of that as well. It's not in the starter deck, the Kaiba Evolution starter deck. Okay, Yugi does have 2 greed counters on that card, so he can draw another 2 cards with the effect. And he's really got no choice because he can't get Dark Magician Gold to the field. And oh, there's Swords of Revealing Light. Now that is a very lucky draw. That will give Yugi 3 turns to figure out how to get that Horus off the field and set up for a win. Alright, Kaiba, Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 4 is placed. The effect of it is no longer relevant because the level 6 dragon is also on the field. So, Yugi is now thinking about whether to activate that trap hole or not, and he's thinking long and hard. Shouldn't be that much side of a decision. Yugi really needs... He really needs a... Okay, finally he decides not to use a trap hole. Yugi needs like a dark hole or something, but I think he might have already used his dark hole. Alright, what's he got here? Black Pendant. It's another equip card, but he can't summon a monster, so he will have to end his turn. If he didn't have Swords of Revealing Light on the field, he would have lost already. Okay, Kaiba, what's he got? He can't attack, so he has decided to tribute Horus the Black Flame Dragon. And what's he putting down here? Tiger Dragon. When this card is tribute summoned using a dragon monster, you can target up to 2 set cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone, destroy those targets. And he did tribute summon a dragon monster to get Tiger Dragon to the field, so Kaiba can target both of those face down magic and trap cards that Yugi has and destroy them. That is a very, very good card. And, well, I guess he's got no choice but to activate it now. It can't destroy swords because that's already face up. It can only destroy set ones. But Tiger Dragon was a 2400 and Yugi just got rid of it. It didn't negate the effect of Tiger Dragon with Trap Hole. Oh, here we go. There's Skilled White Magician. That is a spellcaster. Yugi will be able to equip Black Pendant and Mage Power to that. He will be able to defeat Horus the Black... what's it called? Horus of Black Flame Dragon? Anyway, 3,700 points for Skilled White Magician, which is Horus of Black Flame Dragon level 6. Alright, that is destroyed, and Kaiba has got nothing to defeat something that's got 3,700 attack points. That's for sure. So he's going to have to either pull a Dark Hole or something to be able to get over that. So one card face down and a face down defense for Kaiba. Swords of Revealing Light has come to an end, so that will drop Skilled White Magician's attack by 500, but so discard one card, and I think that said target a monster with 1500 and tackle. Okay, Threatening Roar. That will mean that Yugi can't declare an attack this turn. And opt straight to go to the end phase. He could have played that trap card, but he's decided not to. Alright, Kaiba has gone into his main phase. Has he got anything to play? No, he's gone straight to his end phase. And there's Dark Blade. So that Rising Energy, that looks like that might only target an enemy that's face up, so that's why Yugi has decided not to play it. And okay, the Dragon Dwelling in the Cave, that will deflect Dark Blade's attack. Yugi took 200 points of damage, but Kaiba, with one card in his hand and nothing on the field, he is in all sorts of trouble. He only needs to draw one bad card and that's it. The duel is over. Alright, there's Shrink. He has used that on Dark Blade, which has put that to 900 attack points. And there's X-Head Cannons, so Kaiba will be able to last another turn at least if he destroys Dark Blade, which he does. But he'll take 1400 points of damage from Skilled White Magician's attack, so unless... what's you got? 1,000 Knives. If you control the Dark Magician, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. Okay, he's opted to tribute his Skilled White Magician to summon Buster Blader. Kaiba does have a few dragons in... oh my word. 5,100 attack points has been aimed at Kaiba. Yeah, let's see, he's got Dragon Dwelling in the Cave, the two Horuses are in there. Yeah, he's got quite a few dragon monsters in that graveyard. I think Yugi... Did Yugi put any dragons in the graveyard? Either way, 5,100 attack, that's going to do massive damage, and Yugi is going to pick up the first win with the effect of Buster Blader. So we are going to play best of 3 at least. So let's head into our menu, and what we're going to do now is we're going to flip the point of view. So now we're going to look at the duel from the point of view of Kaiba's hand, and that is against Yummy Yugi. Gash the Dust Lord. When this card inflicts... ah, that goes quick. I didn't get a chance to read that. Oh well. Okay, Kaiba wins the rock, paper, scissors. He has elected to go, I will assume first or second. It's not a hard decision, either one. Alright, there we go. Kaiba has elected to go first. Okay, what's he got? Blade Knight, that's not too bad. There's a Des Mosquito there as well. He's also got Aquamador. Tiger Dragon, we saw that in the last duel, and there is also a Trap Hole, which is also a very good card. So when you normal summon Des Mosquito, you put 2 tokens on it, and it gets 500 points for each token on it, and if it gets destroyed by battle, you can sacrifice one of the tokens instead. So that's actually not a bad card, Des Mosquito. Alright. Kaiba has gone face down with Aqua Mador, so let's see what Yugi counters with. He counters with a face down defense and one spell or trap of his own. No, 2 spell and trap cards. 3 spell and trap cards face down for Yugi, so he's obviously got something cooking there. Alright, there's Rush Recklessly. Now, Tiger Dragon's effect wouldn't activate because it needs to be summoned using a dragon, tribute summoned with a dragon for the effect to destroy 2 set face down spell and traps. Okay, Yugi has activated a trap hole for a Blade Knight. He's decided to activate it for Blade Knight. Wonder why that is. Blade Knight's not that strong of a card. Alright, end phase, we turn change back to Yugi. It was played a second defense monster face down. I wonder why he's used Trap Hole to get rid of Blade Knight. There's Kaiser Seahorse, that can be used as 2 tributes for a light monster. Alright, to the battle phase. Alright, Kaiser Seahorse is aiming for one of those face down. There is Old Vindictive Magician. And Yugi will elect, I would say, to destroy Kaiser Seahorse, as that does have 1700 attack and does have a good effect. You can summon a Blue Eyes with just that 1 tribute. Kaiba still with Aqua Mador on the field that he played in the first turn. Alright, Yugi's turn, he is drawn. And there's Call of the Haunted. That's not a bad card. And he's going to use that on Old Vindictive Magician. That won't activate its effect because it's face up unless he's got some sort of other plan. Oh, Book of Moon. Very nice play from Yugi. Book of Moon allows you to select face up monster on the field and change it to face down defense. So he will be able to activate the effect of Old Vindictive Magician again. That is a super play from Yugi. There's a double cost on which Kaiba really has no choice but to activate Trap Hole. He does have Aqua Mador on the field, but that will get destroyed by Old Vindictive Magician when it flips up, so he doesn't want any other attacking monsters on Yugi's field. Alright, turn change back to Kaiba. There's Mad Dog of Darkness. That's a 1900 attack. He does also have that Des Mosquito in there as well, but he goes for Mad Dog of Darkness. Alright, he is going to aim for one of those face down cards. And he's elected to attack Old Vindictive Magician. We did know that was there. But I guess he wants to get rid of that as quickly as possible because he can't tribute summon anything and get something stronger to the field with Old Vindictive Magician ready to flip face up. The Aqua Mador still on the field from the first turn for Kaiba. Alright, let's see what Yugi's got. He has drawn. He's taking his time to think. He's decided to tribute summon. And it is a tricky. He's decided not to discard from his hand. So he must have something decent in that. That one card in his hand must be something good if he didn't want to throw it away. As he's opted to tribute Mystical Elf as well, which is a good defense monster. The attack from the Tricky has done no damage, as they were both 2000. 2000 defense met 2000 attack. Alright, Kaiba has drawn Interplanetary Purpley Thorny Dragon. That's how you say that. If the monster you control is destroyed by battle, that's what I read on its effect. Alright, he has elected to play that Des Mosquito, which will get to 1500 because it will get 2 tokens on it as its effect when summoned. And okay, clever. He's held Rush Recklessly. He can put that onto Des Mosquito. And combined, that should give him 2200 attack power. And it does. He can destroy the Tricky with this. Wabaku, very, very clever. That will bypass the effect of Rush Recklessly. Kaiba attacks anyway, just out of frustration, I think, but it does nothing. His Des Mosquito will go back to 1500 and the Tricky can destroy it on this turn. 10 turns in, neither player has lost any life points yet. It's been a very close duel. Alright, Yugi into the battle phase. He elects to destroy Des Mosquito. Kaiba can sacrifice one of those tokens to keep it on the field. Des Mosquito will lose 500 attack. There is a Tiger Dragon in Kaiba's hand as well. There's Horus, a Black Flame Dragon, level 6. So all of the monsters in Kaiba's hand are all level 6 or higher, so he will have to tribute. And he's elected for Aquamador. So he's decided to keep those, the name of it's escaped me. He's Des Mosquito. He's elected to keep that on the field. He has attacked the Tricky with his Horus, a Black Flame Dragon, level 6, and he will take 1000 life points off of Yugi with his Des Mosquito. So, alright, here we go. Turn change back to Yugi. He will have to come up with something special here to win from here. And end phase. He's gone straight to the end phase, so he's got 3 magic cards in his hand. Magic and traps, unless he's got a stronger monster as well. There's Shadow Spell from Kaiba. That's a very, very good trap card. Any attack Yugi makes, they can be protected. Also drop their strength by 700. Right, there goes Des Mosquito. Tiger Dragon has come to the field, and this is going to be 4,700 points of damage to Yugi, which is only going to leave him with 2,000 life points. So it's unlikely that Yugi is going to win this duel. All right, Yugi, he needs something special here, otherwise he's out. He'll be defeated in this match and we will go to a tie-break. He's activated Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy Shadow Spell. And gone with a face-down magic or trap. Still no monsters though. So if Kaiba can manage to land an attack here, he will win. And straight away Kaiba is into the battle phase and Spellbinding Circle. So he will use that on Tiger Dragon, but I don't think it's going to help. I don't think he's going to be able to stop Horus's attack. And Horus, Black Flame Dragon's attack lands. Kaiba has won the second duel, so we're at 1-1. So we will go to a tiebreaker here as well. And let's grab a drinks break. Alright, we are starting up the next match. Flintlock is the card that comes up. You always get a random card before the start of every duel. It's completely random too. There's 10,027 cards in this game. And out of all of them, that Flint monster was the one that came up. Alright, Yugi's opening hand. He has a Tricky. He can special summon that from his hand. There's Magic Cylinder and a Spellbinding Circle as well. Book of Moon is also in there. And Magical Dimension as well. Control a spellcaster monster. Again, I couldn't read that effect quickly enough. I have seen that card before, Magic Dimension. I can't quite remember what it does. Again, I'm not too familiar with these two decks. I did own them, but it was about 20 years ago, so... Alright, as Alright, Kaiba has elected to set a monster. Alright, and does he have any magical traps to lay? He has one on the field. And has elected to end his turn. Alright, Yugi, let's see what he's got. He's got Ancient Rules. That will allow you to ignore the summoning condition of a level 6 or 7 monster. You can just summon it straight to the field without having to make a tribute. Okay, Widespread Ruin is the trap card that Kaiba laid down, so that will destroy the Tricky. Okay, Yugi has a lot of protection on the field though, Spellbinding Circle and Magic Cylinder. Alright, Kaiba draws 5 cards in his hand. Let's see what he's got to lay down. And there is Alexandrite Dragon. That is a 2000 attack. That is a 4-star, a 4-star monster, which is very powerful. And Yugi opts for Spellbinding Circle on Alexandrite Dragon, which is a good move because he doesn't want to get attacked by that. So Spellbinding Circle will just, while that's face up, the Alexandrite Dragon literally can't do anything. Right, there's Double Cost on for Yugi. That has the same effect as Kaiser Seahorse. It can be used as a tribute for 2 tributes for a dark type monster. For example, Dark Magician. Alright, Yugi has elected to attack with Double Cost on, and it is Aqua Mador that's on the field. And Kaiba has made use of that card for quite a while as well. He had that in his original starter deck as well. Never a card that he used in the anime though. Alright, turn count is with Kaiba. He goes for Soul Exchange, which means he is going to be able to sacrifice Double Cost on, and Kaiba is going to have a massive advantage here. And alright, what's he? Alright, he's tributed Alexandrite Dragon. Well, it had Spellbinding Circle on it, so that made sense. And it is the Blue Eyes White Dragon that has come to the field. Kaiba's strongest monster. In fact, for normal monsters that don't have an effect, it is the strongest monster in the game. And there's a Rush Recklessly as well. Wow, so that's going to be 3,700 points of damage to Yugi, which is going to leave him with 4,000 life. No, because he used Soul Exchange. That means you can't have your battle phase. So I think Kaiba might have overlooked that when he played Rush Recklessly. He pretty much just wasted that card. Yugi has just put Old Vindictive Magician down on the field, so he will be able to destroy the Blue Eyes when that flips up. Alright, has Kaiba got anything to counteract with? He's got Lejin, the Mystical Genie. Yugi does still have Magical Cylinder on the field as well. Alright, Lejin has decided to attack. And Yugi has opted to play Magical Cylinder. So that'll send damage back to Kaiba. He could have waited for Blue Eyes, but then he would have, yeah, that wouldn't have worked because Old Vindictive Magician would have flipped up and destroyed Blue Eyes anyway, so he only had the option to use Magical Cylinder for Lejin there anyway. Well, Yugi has to draw a monster and he has to draw one quick. And he does get one. He's got Giant Soldier of Stone. He'll be able to set that in defense, and he will be able to at least hold off Kaiba's attacks for a while. Spellbinding Circle is on the field, but it's not targeted anything. Okay, X-Head Cannon comes to the field. Kaiba with 2 1800 attackers, yet he can't break through that Giant Soldier of Stone. That's 200 more life points off Kaiba. He's down to 6,000. Yugi still at 7,700, so Yugi is ahead on life points. Okay, there's Electric Virus. You can discard this card to the graveyard and target one machine or dragon type monster your opponent controls. So Yugi tributes Electric Virus and he's taking control of X-Head Cannon. And this is a good move because it looks like he's going to attack Lajin and he is actually going to destroy them both. So there's two of Kaiba's monsters gone. And Yugi and Kaiba both still have that 2000 defense on the field. Alright, Kaiba, 3 cards in his hand. What's he got? He has Tribute Summoned Aqua Mador, and he has played Tiger Dragon. We have seen that all 3 duels, that Tiger Dragon. It wasn't tributed using a Dragon type, so I mean Yugi doesn't have any set cards anyway. There you go. If you control a Dragon monster, target 1 spell or trap in the field, destroy that, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to the controller. Alright, Yugi's Giant Soldier of Stone is destroyed. Kaiba has Tiger Dragon on the field at 2400, and Yugi does not have a useful hand right now. He has to draw something quick, otherwise Kaiba is going to win this duel very, very quickly. Chaos Necromancer. The attack of that is 300 times the monster cards in the graveyard. So that would mean that Kaiba would have 5 monsters in the graveyard if that's a 1500 attack. Alright, Yugi, he has to draw a monster or something, otherwise he will lose on the next turn. Gemini Elf, okay, good card. Alright, Yugi summons Gemini Elf. So in Magical Dimension, you can, I read something, you send a spellcaster monster to the graveyard or something, and you can target a monster on the field and destroy it. Alright, Yugi did destroy Chaos Necromancer, but he still got that Tiger Dragon on the field. Does Kaiba? There's Silent Doom. Target 1 more normal monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in face-up attack position. No, sorry, face-up defense position. But I don't think it can attack. So that Blue Eyes, even though it's on the field, it can't launch an attack. And it's not just for this turn, it's for... Oh, there's that other card that we saw in the other duel. When you have no cards in your hand, this card gains 1000 attack. Okay. Well, that's actually Cybernetic Cyclopean. It's also not a bad card. Yugi is down, he's going to be down to 400 life points after this attack. So Cybernetic Cyclopean is on the field along with Tiger Dragon and Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes that can't attack, but Yugi, yeah, he's done. So I like the Kaiba deck a lot better than the Yugi deck. The Kaiba deck seems to hit a lot heavier, but the Yugi deck, to his credit, he did draw quite a few bad hands. He did win the first duel though, so... But overall, these decks are a lot more evenly matched. The original Yugi deck and Kaiba deck, the Yugi deck definitely has the advantage, but on this occasion, the victory has gone to Kaiba, and that is it for this duel. I hope you've enjoyed. We'll be back soon with some more duel action. I have created some make-believe starter decks for some of the Duelist Kingdom duelists, and I will put them against starter deck Yugi. So, as always, hope you've enjoyed. Wherever you are in the world, keep safe. Hope you're well. And from me, farewell.